Hi, my name is Maria Brooks, and my book is How Mankind Created the Ultimate Infamy at Auschwitz. This book was written by Lawrence Rees, who was an author of many nonfiction books about World War II and also specialized in making many television programs and documentaries about the Second World War. Rees's reappearing theme in this book is that humans have survived the most extreme conditions throughout history. Rees talks about many different things in this book. He talks about the conditions of what prisoners had to deal with in the concentration camps and what prisoners' lives were really like. SS, or special officers who were stationed at these concentration camps, were assigned, and when they felt like prisoners needed punishment, they would send them to Block 11. Here at Block 11, prisoners underwent many different forms of punishment. One of these forms was known as the backbreaking method, which is where prisoners' arms were tied behind their backs and they were hung from a post that broke the prisoners' joints. Of course, these were not the only kinds of punishment. There were also whipping. They had hot water poured on them, and needles were put underneath their fingernails. Rees also tells how many prisoners were relocated many times throughout the war. One time when this happened is when French police started to arrest Jews and take them to camps in the French countryside, which has happened after the French defeated Germany. At these camps, there was shortages of water, bathrooms, clothes, food, and many families were separated and never reunited after the war. This meant that children were separated from their parents, siblings were separated, and wives were separated from their husbands. Lawrence Rees also tells real-life stories of prisoners that went through these concentration camps. One of these stories was Oscar Greyhoning, who worked as a bank clerk at the camp in order to survive. Tove Blatt was also another one of these prisoners whose story was told in this book. He shares his experience of seeing many innocent people being murdered upon arrival at the camp. I can't even imagine seeing innocent people being killed for no reason. Lawrence Rees is very clear about the struggles and hardships that prisoners went through during the Second World War. Reading about real experience lets the reader feel that they are truly living in that time period and shows what these prisoners truly went through and the hardships that they had to deal with day to day in these concentration camps. Through books like these, Lawrence Rees allows the reader to experience what the prisoners did. I recommend this book to anybody who is interested in the Second World War and anything in history. I loved how Lawrence Rees tells of the real-life experiences, and I would definitely read any other book by Lawrence Rees. With books like these, people have a better understanding of what occurred in the past, which will hopefully prevent it from happening again in the history and keeping it from repeating